Hi guys, welcome to Keeping It Simple Crafts. Are you ready for some fall DIYs? I am ready for some fall weather, so I made this elegant fall wreath yesterday, and it is budget friendly too, and I'm going to show you step by step how I made it. For the base of this wreath, I chose a grapevine wreath. You're also going to need a lightweight pumpkin, and I think this one is so fun with the moss texture. You're going to need some fall floral picks, and remember, you can make this any color that you would like. Pink is really popular and trending for fall and Christmas this year, so I got a total of 4 big picks or full picks and 2 that are not as full. You're going to also need some ribbon for a bow, and I picked up this ribbon on clearance, so always check the clearance aisle. And then there's the tag from the wreath. Now we're going to start with the bow, and I'm going to let out about a 12-inch tail, make a loop, pinch it together, let out some more ribbon, go to the other side, make another loop, the same size as my first loop. Going to check to make sure they're the same length. Let out some more ribbon. Go back to the left side. Make another loop. Just add it to your hand. Check to make sure they're the same size. And then notice the ribbon's on the wrong side, so I'm giving it a half turn so that the pretty side will show. Making another loop on the right. And this time, as you can see, it's a little bit longer, the loop is, so I'm going to pull it to make it shorter so that my loops are the same size now. Then I'm going to let out another 12-inch tail. And then I'm going to take a zip tie and wrap it nice and tight around the center of my bow. And this is just a 4-inch clear zip tie. So I'm wrapping it nice and tight around the center of my bow. Going to cut off the end that sticks out of the zip tie, and then I'm going to take some 20 gauge floral wire and thread it underneath that zip tie. That way I can easily attach my bow to my wreath. Just be very careful threading your wire underneath your zip tie. And then you're going to, I like to give the wire a twist, but that's optional. And then now we are ready to dovetail the ends. So I'm folding my tail in half with the edges to the left side. Then you're going to the folded side and you're going to cut away from the fold. And there I did not make the pretty V, so I had to do it all over again. Same steps. Fold it to the left, go to the right side, and cut at a slant, and that's much better there. So I did the same with the other tail, and this ribbon is gorgeous, but it is kind of slick and a little bit different to work with, but I really like the way the bow turns out in the end. So now that my tails are dovetailed or fishtailed, I'm ready to take my hand, and I like to place my hand in each loop and open up my bow. I have made 4 other fall tutorials on my YouTube channel so far in 2024. So if you haven't watched the other tutorials, I'll link them for you in the description box. But here's the way my bow looks. 2 loops on the left, 2 loops on the right, a very simple and easy bow. I also have a bow tutorial playlist on my YouTube channel because there's lots of different styles of bows and lots of different ways that you can tie bows. Now that I have my bow made, I am just going to take this bow and I'm going to set it aside for now. And I am going to take 2 of my fuller picks, and I am just going to take those picks and I'm going to cut them into shorter pieces. This ribbon is really pretty. It's not showing up as pretty on camera as it is in person, so you'll have to let me know if you have used this type of ribbon or not and if you liked it. And here I'm just taking my cutters and just cutting this pick into shorter pieces, and then I am using some hot glue, putting a little on the end, then I'm pushing the piece into the wreath at the top center, right in the middle on the left side. Just be very careful when you're using your hot glue. First, I'm starting on the left side at the top, and then I will go to the bottom on the left side and work. I am about to lose my voice, so during this part I am going to play some music for you. Next, I am taking the last two of my fuller or bigger floral picks, cutting them both into shorter pieces, the same steps. Notice these have a different texture and there's still that long, fun, whimsical, and give the wreath movement look. If you wanted to add some flowers, you could after you add these two picks. It's up to you. I am just giving you some ideas. So what do you think of this wreath so far? Next, I'm taking a strip of ribbon and I just moved down about 4 or 5 inches, threaded a clear zip tie through the grapevine wreath and just securing the ribbon to the wreath, then trimming off the extra part of the zip tie that sticks out, and you'll want to use ribbon with wire. So then I'm going to not pull it tight, same steps, thread the zip tie through the grapevine wreath, put the ribbon in the zip tie, secure it tight, trim off the extra part of the zip tie, and then I'm just going to let out a tail and dovetail the end, or let out a strip of ribbon and dovetail it for the end. Now you don't have to place yours on the left side, you could do it on the right side, or you could do the top of your wreath or the bottom of your wreath. I just chose to do the left side this time. And now I'm adding my last 2 fuzzy picks, and I did not cut them shorter, I left them whole, so you'll want to shape them. So one at the top and then one at the bottom. And just be very careful when you use your hot glue. So I'm just going to push this one into the grapevine wreath and then let it all have time to dry, and then I'm going to try to get rid of all the hot glue strings that are everywhere. Next, I'm adding the beautiful bow, so I'm taking the bow wires, going in the center, threading the wires through the grapevine wreath. Just be patient, thread them through the grapevine wreath. Then I'm going to go to the back of the wreath, give the wires a few twists, cut them off short, and fold them down. Make sure after you have your bow attached that when you flip the wreath over, that you make sure that you fluff your loops, make sure your tails are going where you would like them, and also that strip of ribbon that we added is placed just like you want. Isn't this an easy wreath to make? And it looks like you spent a lot of time and money, and it was so simple to make. Here I'm just fluffing and shaping everything, making sure everything's going in the direction that I want, but I think the ribbon, that bow, just adds an elegant look to it and just makes it look really high-end, even though I added it up, and I have around $35 is all in this beautiful wreath. If you're not following my YouTube channel, I hope you will hit that subscribe button, because I'd really love to have you as a subscriber. I share lots of budget-friendly DIYs, shopping hauls, and shop with me videos, and also some decorating videos. So here I'm taking my lightweight pumpkin, adding some hot glue to the bottom of it, going to the center bottom of the wreath, and just going to hold it for a little while and let it have time to dry. Then I added a little bit more on the back of it, but you could use some popsicle sticks to make sure that it stays in place for extra support if you need to. I hope you will tell someone about my YouTube channel and share this video with them. I am also on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Keeping It Simple Crafts. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please let me know in the comments section, because I would love to do lots more fun fall and Christmas DIYs real soon.